issue, also women and men alike also are affected by it. Kende said, I think we got the point. Ola says, show it again. Okay, I'll count how many people says what later, but let me just know there's always issues to discuss, and also there will be certain things as well that we can take from that video, but on another subject. So in any case, we'll be fine. We'll still discuss it one way or the other. Okay, you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you again. So I'm going to show you this video, and then I'm going to show you another video. But I've already shared with you what I'm thinking. Like, I just want to try to understand this. It's kind of beyond my own comprehension in the sense that I don't know where they get their audacity to do this. I don't know. Show it again. Somebody else. So can you do it again? That's Dio. Okay, I will. It looks like go through it again. Okay, that's Agbola. All right, I will do that tomorrow. But today, let's do this. Okay, so tomorrow I will do Reverend Felix again. Yes, please, Mayewa. Do the part 2 and invite Bemi to talk. Okay, fine. All right, I will do my best in doing that. So guys, let us go through today's program. Okay, and today's program is about, you've seen the title already, Apostle Suleman robbing your money in your face. Yeah, Apostle Suleman robbing your money in your face. Okay, so this video is a very short video of Apostle Suleman saying that he's presenting his wife with a gift, a present, a birthday gift, and the present is a petrol station and I think a shopping mall. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to buy your wife anything you want to buy your wife, I think that's okay. But I just thought, all right, from Oyedepo's previous video that was saying that we don't need your money, this and that. I'll show you that video as well. I'll show you both videos, and then maybe you'll be able to make sense of it. But there's something that Apostle Suleiman was saying that really got me thinking that, okay, he said that the wife is the one that looks after the money and the finances and everything and the investments. But if she looks after the investments and everything, so the purse would be in her hands, she would have the money, right? So how come he's the one buying those things for her? And where did he get the money from? Because they all boast that they make their own money and then they do their own thing, but they already have the church. So if she looks after the investment, and if she looks after the investment, she should be the one that is actually buying something for him because the investment is in her hands. So I want to know your thoughts on this. That I have had this done to me many times as well, in church, where the pastor of the church that we go, he's always boasting about the things that he does, he's able to afford, he's the biggest giver. But I know that you don't have any other job. You're a full-time pastor, number one. Number two, you write some books, but you can't make as much money. So all the things that you were able to do is from the congregation. But then whenever he's mad or whenever he feels like it will just come a mouth off and start saying things about, his school, his children goes to private school, he does this, he does. Do you get that from your pastors? Because somebody needs to ask them that. Of course, we are paying for those things. We're paying for your lifestyle, and there's still people that are suffering. And in Nigeria, especially where there's so much poverty, what is this petrol station and this shopping mall? How is it going to help this poverty index and the people that are poor in Nigeria? Who is Apostle Suleiman and his petrol station and his what's it called? His shopping mall? Who is it helping? I don't understand. Who is it representing really? So I just want to know your thoughts, okay? What are you thinking? Do you get this from your local church? You're going to go to church tomorrow. Your church pastors, your bishop or whatever they are, and their wives, how they boast about what they have or what they don't have. And, the congregations are there. They are struggling. They're bringing their pittance, but a lot of people, if you put everybody's money together, it would be a lot. And it's going to a lot in their one pocket. So a lot of people fishing, 5,000 feeding one, where Jesus fed 5,000. One fed 5,000. 5,000 are feeding one. Of course, they're going to have this thing. So what are your thoughts on this? I really want to know. And I want us to do this analysis with our sound mind, it's no condemnation. I just don't want us to be stupid forever. We've been stupid for some times, but I don't want us to be stupid forever. We need to open our eyes, wake up. And then I saw people clapping as well. I heard them clapping. I was thinking, what are you clapping for? You need to be asking questions here. So I'm going to turn the camera and then we'll do the analysis together. So guys, let's go.
I'm going to tell there's a side that is different from ministry that people do not know. For those who don't walk down from the side, you don't know there is a shopping mall by the side, there is a gas station, there is a transport line. If you watch your screen, you see it now. When we got married, that I was going to have investments and she will handle the investment while I handle the ministry, and she has done that perfectly well. I don't have much to say, I don't have much to give, but I built the shopping mall, the filling station, and the transport company as a birthday gift for her. I'm presenting it officially, the shopping mall, the filling station, the transport company. That's my own 2018 birthday gift from my wife. And I just want to tell her I love her. Maybe next year I'll buy a plane. Little, she has managed all I've given her to manage, and she has managed them well. So that is my own little birthday gift. Thank you. Stand up on your feet and give the Lord a shout.
Okay, all right. I've seen some comment there, and I think I'm open to get educated as well. So somebody wrote, Mayowa, I love the program so much. Okay, I'm going to read your comment. I think it's a point, and it's a good point. Okay, we should actually look at this point. And it says, Mayowa, how are you today? I like your program so much. The gas station, shopping mall, and transport line has created employment. Okay, thank you. I think that's a good point, and kudos to that. Is created employment for people. I like that. Guys, what have you got to say about that? Because I think it's a good point. It's created employment for people. Yeah. But I still want to know where those investments came from. All right. So you are creating employment. You're using the same very people. Is it going to hire people from the church? I have to applaud the employment thing. I think it's good. Okay. I'm not going to condemn it. I agree it. Okay. But that employment that he's created for people is good. The investment, where did he get that investment from? Is it from the church or is it from something else? That's number one. Where did the money come from initially? So the very people that gave him that money, if he's hiring people from the church, is the same people that are going to be working to pocket into his pocket. Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking out loud. All right. Are his church people going to be getting discounted gas and all those things? I don't know. I'm not advocating that. I'm not saying that should be the case. I just want everybody to think for themselves. These people are not depending on miracle for themselves. Why they're taking your money for miracle? This is my own point. They are taking your money for you, and I'm selling you miracle. They're selling you air, okay? And they're taking your real cash to build something tangible, real investment, real asset. The same thing that somebody that is not even a pastor would do, like a non-Christian or any type of investor will do. So what makes them special exactly? Why are they not believing in miracle? They are being practical. So this is what I want us to get from it. And if you're saying that they're creating job for you, you should be creating job for the others, for people that are much less privileged as well, not going to church for miracles and then selling you miracle, but they are creating real, tangible reality investment. So that's number one. I don't know if you noticed in this video, why was the wife crying? I don't know. What kind of tears of joy is that? I mean, I'll be excited. Why was she crying? Was she crying because she was surprised? Is she surprised because she has the investment and she's making the money and knows how much is coming in and out? So she's wondering that, okay, where did this money to do petrol station, to shopping mall and transport, how did that money come about? Is she wondering that? I really want to know. What are you guys thinking? Is she running that, or is this No, this is another thing I was thinking. Maybe let me just say this, okay? Because we are not really religious. Could this be a hush hush, I've done you wrong money as well, or gifts as well? Show cry drama. Okay, show cry drama. That's what Kanye is saying. So there's a lot of combination in this. So, but my main thing is that number one, they sell miracles to you, right? And then miracles for everything to happen for you, but they are going to do tangible business. So which is which? They are not dependent on miracle. They're taking your real cash and selling you a miracle idea, not even idea, a possibility, might happen or not happen, but they are investing something that will bring real money to them. So I'm wondering what's going on. Are you thinking the same way? Oluremi said guilty conscience, hush hush money for sure. Yes, it could be hush hush money. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm not saying that it's not good for husband to buy the wife all these things. I think kudos, well done. But it is coming from your money, because we know his business. His business is church business. If he says that I build an orphanage, that everybody will be coming there to do things, and that an orphanage would also would also bring in employees, it will also create employment, yes, it will create employment. Oyejide, I don't know how I'm deceiving people here. So if there was an orphanage, because there's a lot of homeless children in Nigeria and homeless people and displaced people, I can understand that. What he's doing in terms of investment is not even like what Jesus is doing, what Jesus is recommending for us to do. It's not an orphanage, it's not a place for widows, it's not a place for anything. It's like normal investment that anybody would invest. So what sets them apart? He takes your money for miracle, and he gives you, and then he creates opportunities for himself that people are still serving him. I'm a bit perplexed. So I'm going to let us watch it again, and then we'll make another observation. So let's watch it again quickly. I just think it's worth seeing again, but just bear with me before we do that. Let's see something. Okay. Just a quick one. All right, let's show it again. Then after this one, I will show you the one with Bishop Oyedepo saying that it's not your money, it's not your money. So this is Bishop Oyedepo's one is actually what makes me think, okay, they're all saying that it's not your money, they're making this money. Where are they making this money from? From what way? And also, they're not depending on miracle. The main thing is that they're not depending on miracle. They're saving their money, they're investing, they're saving their money, and they're using that money to create real investment, real tangible investment. That's what the main thing is here. And that's what we all ought to do as well, and stop deceiving ourselves. So here we go. I'll play it again. Okay.
I'm going to tell there's a side that is different from ministry that people do not know. For those who don't walk down from the side, you don't know there is a shopping mall by the side, there is a gas station, there is a transport line. If you watch your screen, you see it now. investment while I handle the ministry. And she has done that perfectly well. I don't have much to say, I don't have much to give, but I built the shopping mall, the filling station, and the transport company as a birthday gift for her. I'm presenting it officially, the shopping mall, the filling station, the transport company. That's my own 2018 birthday gift from my wife. And I just want to tell her I love her. Maybe next year I'll buy a plane. She has managed all I've given her to manage, and she has managed them well. So that is my own little birthday gift. Thank you.
Stand up on your feet and give the Lord a shout.
This is funny to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just find the whole thing funny. These are people that are saying miracle. They're telling you, bring your money for miracle, give to God, and God would make miracle for you. They are investing their own money to build tangible things. They're saving, because if you invest, you're hoping to yield out of that investment, and then when you yield out of that investment, you use it to buy other assets as an investment. But they would say sacrificial offering, Shiloh offering, first fruit offering, blah 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 offering, mommy daddy offering, every source of offering. But they go to look for real assets, petrol station, mall, and then they also transport that you would also pay for when you go and get the service from them. While they're telling you to bring miracle, come to church, pray for miracle. This is a whole lot of scam as far as I'm concerned. You know, everybody needs to wake up. We need to wake up totally. You know, I don't even see hospital here. I don't see orphanage. All those things would also create a job. And for the needs of Nigeria, that's what we need more. We need more hospitals. We need orphanages. We need, clinics, even clinics just to go and check yourself up. We need maybe free food for schools and children. We need literacy classes, numeracy classes, all sorts of things. These things, I really don't know. It's the same thing that Otedola, or I don't know his name, one of the billionaires in Nigeria, or Dangote would do. But at least they're not stealing your money. They're not taking your money from you to go and do it. They are doing it with their own other investments, or, maybe they borrowed from the bank. These people are going to mouth off, these pastors, bishops, GOs, they mouth off that you do nothing for them, but they're using your money for all these kind of things. And then they'll come and tell you in church, and then you will still clap for them. I don't know. Is it me? Am I going gaga? I don't know. And we still clap for them and shout. Those people that are sitting there now shouting and clapping, what is the essence of that? I'm not saying that you should be happy for people, but they are promising you miracle. Why are you sitting there in church? Do you not know the Bible? Can you not read yourself? Can you not understand the Bible yourself? Do you need somebody else to come and tell you? They are doing real things, and they are telling you to wait on miracle. Seriously, this level of scamming is unbelievable. It is actually worse than slavery. This is worse than slavery. The slave master chain you and all that. These ones, they are capturing your minds. They tell you all sorts of things. You'll be cursed if you don't do this. If you don't give that, this is going to happen to you. But they're living the life that they want to live. While you're following them behind. They are subduing you. It's ridiculous, guys. Let me read your comment. I really want to know what you're saying. Guys, YouTube people, I can read YouTube now, so let me say hello to some of you as well. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. I just my computer is on this side, so please don't be offended. I'm not looking into the camera because I know sometimes that is offensive to some people. So let me read some of your comments on YouTube and see what you're saying. Hello, guys. Hello, Margaret. Thank you. Mayawa, I'm personally tired of these sets of crazy people who parade themselves as preachers. Abisola, you're not the only one, you know, but the thing is that we are the one that gives them that strength, because we go to the church. If there's nobody in those churches, you read your Bible, you have a relationship with God, there's no way that they will be able to scam you. There was no way that they're going to be doing this. It's because we give them a market. That is why they were able to do this, Abisola. And we need to stop giving them a market. Hello, thank you, Hannah. How are you? Tunde said 275 says, and the gullible people donate their hard-earned money as cheering on while they are poor and don't have enough. And that's my point exactly. They are waiting for miracle. You saw in one of this video at some time that I played, Pastor Adeboye was saying that they come for their miracle. What is their miracle? For example, this guy is not waiting for no miracle. He took your money and then he gave it to his wife. The wife, he said that his wife is using it for investment, which doesn't even add up. Because if the wife is using that money for investment, the money should be with the wife. She should know where the money is. It's not that the money wouldn't come from you to be buying the wife something. The money, if the wife was the one buying you, telling this story, and the wife buying you something, I can understand, because you left all the investment to her. So if she had come and said, when my husband wanted to start the ministry, he said I should look after the investment, I should look after the money and everything, and as a gift to him for trusting me, for making sure that for believing in me that I can look after investments, what I have decided to do with our investments is that I have invested even further. I bought a petrol station for Apostle Suleman. I did this transport for us, transport company for us, and I did this for us. That would make sense. Their story doesn't make sense to me coming from him, because you are looking after the ministry, so there's no money involved for you other than maybe your salary they give you. And then when they give you your salary, you take that salary, you give it to your wife. Your wife should be the one coming up with the investment. It's the other way around. Or am I a bit, I don't know, I don't get it. I'm just wondering, what are you guys thinking? I'm going to read your comments as well on YouTube, but on Facebook. So let me know what you are thinking, okay? So that I can be educated as well. Then we have Hannah here says, this is horrible. The church can do more in the society than just gifts to his wife. Everything still falls back into the hands at the end of the day. Exactly. I'm glad that you guys can see it. Everything still falls back in their hands at the end of the day. This is just scamming on another level. Then we have hello Yabeji. Then we have Joyce says, how about gifting this to the government on behalf of you and your wife as a birthday gift? Of course, there are millionaires all over the world in the West that as their birthday gift, they give things to the society. They give to the community. They are giving to themselves. That's why I was saying, who does this help? But somebody is saying, oh, it creates jobs. Come on. He's using your money to buy you something. Will not even buy you something. He's using your money to buy an investor for himself that you then work in. It's like, to me, it's like somebody taking your hard-earned cash. You go to work, right? Then they sit at home. When you arrive, they take your cash, your salary at the end of the month. And then they save that salary that you come from, that you give them every month. They take that salary, and then that person then decided that all this money, I'm going to go and buy petrol station, or I'm going to go and buy transport station, transport business, and then that person then bought all of those things, then hire you that brought that money to come and work for him, and then you continue to work for him. This is what I see. I am sorry. This is all I see. They take your money, they use it to build something, and then say, leave that old job that you're doing. So you also look like you're doing them a favor, but it is your money in the first place. It's crazy. This is nuts. The level of scamming and the level that people even accept this scamming is unbelievable to me. Yes, Chimizi, I'm sorry. I just thought... I don't get it. And people are clapping. That's what is disturbing. They are clapping. That is your money. And the person that said he's going to create job. So he's going to create job with your money that you go and give him, tell you to leave your other job, and you would forever be indebted to him. It's something else. We have a caller. Hold on, caller. Let me turn this. We have a caller. Hello, caller.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm going to make it very brief. This is Charles. Listen, I saw the video last night.
Yeah.
And the very first thing that jumped at me was, there are two ways I'm going to look at it. First of all, let me applaud the employment generation aspect of it, which could be for anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be coming from a church. It could be anybody that just set up something as simple as a laundry store. Now, let's leave that part alone. Now, the gullible aspect of it for the church members is this. Everybody knows that the Suleimans, they've gone through a very rocky relationship. Their marriage has been on rocky ground, on shaky ground for quite a while. Now, bringing the Oyedepo factor, remember the young lady that came out and accused Suleiman of all kind of improprieties and all that stuff?
Yes.
We saw where that ended. The movie is still continuing. There's another part of the movie still coming forward.
Okay.
But the last part we saw of it was when the lady came up and said she had recanted her story, that some people, put her up to all that stuff, and then a week later on, there came a video where she was alleging that Suleiman was pressuring her to make a video to denounce whatever she had said before. I'm bringing that in to let you see the bigger picture.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Now, in the interim, the Suleiman is a very smart individual. He came up with this wonderful idea that I'm going to make a charade in the public and let the whole world know how much I love my wife. But I'm going to give all these wonderful things to her.
Damage control. They did that shortly after the thing as well. They did a music together, like a CD together, and dancing.
Exactly.
They're just ridiculous.
It's still part of the script.
We don't buy it, Apostle Suleiman and Co.
It's still part of the script. The investment is something that they jointly have together. And there's another part that you're not thinking about. It is a very simple ploy to avoid paying taxes to the government. Because they're going to write all that stuff into their 501c investment that, it's still part of our foundation programs that we're doing with the church. So they're going to have a clever way of avoiding paying taxes, and whatever revenue should be coming to the government. Because they are shielded under the non-profit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Non-profit organization.
Exactly.
How is a petrol station non-profit?
They are lawyers they are clever lawyers that know how to write those things under their foundation, where they can avoid paying all those necessary taxes. I don't know how it works in Nigeria, but in the United States, any pastor that's bold enough to come up and put that up on the screen, the IRS will be after you within a couple of weeks. You will be getting a visit from the IRS. Because everybody wants to know, what kind of investment do you have to afford a 3-tier investment like that in one single fell swoop?
Yeah, one period. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's what people should be asking it. But my own concern is that they tell you to wait on miracle, right? And bring money for miracle, but they are investing on tangible things. Real things.
No. All that doesn't wash at all. It does not wash at all. No. Let me tell you, all those three things lumped together, you're looking at nothing less than $500 million Naira to put that up, if not more.
Yeah.
If not more. So tell me, what kind of investment do you run that generates that kind of fund? If you keep telling people that you don't need their money, we understand that. So where are you making the money from? What kind of work are you doing to afford that kind of lifestyle? The wife knows what's going on. It's a joint venture between them.
And I also think that why is she crying? Why is she crying?
It's part of the movie
scam.
It's all part of the game. That's what they do. They're just whipping up emotions to say, I'm so overwhelmed by all this display of love and affection. We get it.
Okay.
We get it.
All right.
It's part of the game. So, go ahead with your show. I just want to let you see that part. The way I see it, I may be wrong.
Thank you. No,
but you know what?
I think you're good. You're good as well. Thank you.
All right. God bless you, sister.
Amen. Thank you.
All right.
Guys, this is just too much. This is just too funny. I can't believe that they're scamming people like this and everybody's clapping. We have another caller. Let's pick up this call as well. Hello, caller. Hello, good day, Maiwa. Good day. How are you?
I'm very well. This is Ayo calling from Nigeria.
Hello, Ayo. Please share your thoughts.
Yes, please. What I would like to say is, if we see what is going on in Nigerian churches all over. I would like to look back to where all this started from. And if we see from the beginning of what was handed over to most of these, when this Pentecostalism and everything started, we could see that many of these men of God, many of them were not, the truth about love, about service to people was not taught to them. You see, if you look at all these men of God, the top hierarchy of them, many of them, when the missionaries came, many of them attended free schools, missionary schools. Pastor Deboe, Pastor Oyedepo, many of them today were from very poor background.
Yes.
And if not for the missionaries, many of them would not have gone to school. They would not be where they are today.
That's right.
And they become so great today, and now they're building schools, they're setting up businesses, and they tell you, look, they can't offer those services for free. And it simply amazes me. So much money is going into these churches. Let me tell you, it's not only in terms of tithe. They ask for your tithes, they collect the first fruits, then they still come back to you, they ask you for welfare offering. They collect, they ask you for project offering, the church needs an instrument, they ask you for instrument offering.
Oh my God.
Everything that they need to do,
they ask
apart from your tithe that you've paid, you still have to pay for those things. They have a project, they're having a special convention, you have to pay money for that. So there is so much money coming into, and these guys are not even sitting down to look, what can we give back to these people? What can we do for these people? They are not building vocational centers. They are not building free schools. They tell you, running a school is expensive, and it's just I can't imagine it. Let me tell you, my daughter attends a school that is being run by all these the first generation churches, the Anglicans, the Methodists, and I tell you, their fees is the cheapest in where I'm staying now. It's extreme. They subsidize everything. I have an hospital that I make use of a Catholic hospital, and it's highly subsidized. You pay more or less than nothing, but they build their own, and they're charging you exorbitant fees.
Yeah.
You can't afford. I have a younger nephew that is attending one of these schools, and the guy is paying for a term. Is paying around 800,000-900,000 naira. If we compare that to the minimum wage a Nigerian civil servant is earning, how many of them can take their kids to those schools? And you guys benefited from the early missionaries who came, and they offer these services to you free of charge. I've heard Pastor Deboe say so many times, he was from a very poor background. He did not have
they're all from. They are all from very poor background. They are.
But he went to a missionary school. There will not be Pastor Deboe today if not for the missionaries like him, and they get free schools. Why don't you guys build free hospitals, build free health care, build shelter homes for people to take them in, people that don't have homes? You go all over Nigerian streets, you see kids that are homeless. We find so many people that have been displaced by this Boko Haram problem. So many kids that are homeless, people that don't have shelter, people that don't even know where the next meal will come. The churches in Nigeria don't even have a feeding program for the less privileged. Everything is just bring. We want to. It's always one project after the other. We want to build a larger auditorium. This one we have is too small. We want to buy a multi-million naira equipment. And even the programs that they organize, it's not channeled towards good. What can we do to really, really help people? There is so much poverty in the church. And that's why many people are resorting to self-help.
Yes.
People cut corners, they do all the things, and they go to church and say, yes, God has blessed me.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. Things are really, really bad. And it's so sad. These people that you call men of faith their eyes are not open to it. And the saddest part is that, many of them have set up Bible schools now, training schools, and it's these same things that they are teaching these younger pastors that are coming up. Go all over Nigeria, churches everywhere, and it's still the same thing, the same trash that they were taught that they are passing down. So it's all about just bring the money in, look to God, God will provide for you.
Yes.
And there is no aspect of, look, what can we do? What can we do to help these people?
Thank you very much.
What resources I can go on and on. Let me just give other people the opportunity to call in.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. Thank you.
God bless.
Amen. Guys, I want to show you another video. I want to show you the video of Oyedepo, okay? So, in contrast, these are the same this is also another pastor, bishop, he calls himself. Sometimes he calls himself Bishop of Prosperity and the Bishop of something else in Nigeria. All sorts of bishop title that he's got. But look at what he is saying, right? So, he's saying this now. And look at what Suleman. So whose money exactly? Is this a miracle? I don't know. Maybe they waited for me.
To give so the church can be blessed. We're asking you to give so you can be blessed. Yes. The church is a blessed body. He said, the glory of this house shall be greater than the former. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord. You are not given as a sponsor. You are given as a privileged covenant child. You are too small to sponsor the kingdom. You are too small to sponsor the kingdom. Because God's projects, according to God's size, you can't measure up. Yes. You are too small to be a kingdom sponsor. No. Don't ever mistake yourself as a sponsor. Our mission has no sponsor. The silver.
Seriously, you know, Bishop Oyedepo, I love him, you know. I love the level of his bravery of scamming. Okay, this one said that the mission has no sponsor. They are in the same business, right, with Apostle Suleiman. So they have no sponsors. Where is this money coming from? The money is coming from there. You know, you know, next time you go to church and they ask you to give any money, you just raise your hands up and do this. Next time they ask for any type of offering, you do this as well. Because I don't understand. You know, this is just beyond me. And they speak to people anyhow. Anyway, let me just, there's another caller. Let's have another caller speak.
Mariam, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is Suleiman from Chicago. I'm going to sing you a song.
Go on.
It's a reggae song. It's a reggae song.
Okay.
You know, I don't have a good voice, but those of you who have a good voice, you can help me out. It goes like this. Stealing, oh stealing, stealing, oh stealing, stealing in the name of the Lord. My Father, house of worship, has come to den of thieves. Stealing in the name of the Lord. Okay, that's it, okay? Now,
you can just make that song go.
Apostle Suleiman. You know what's going to happen right now? Stephanie is going to be jealous.
Yeah, she's going to require the petrol station as well.
She's going to be pissed off right now. Wow. So you can do this with your wife. Me. I don't know how much you gave the lady, okay? Now, this is it. So open a petrol station in Nigeria, okay? I have a very good idea. Just to open one petrol station, it costs you at least 100 million naira.
Yes.
Then we talk of supermarket, then we talk of transport
company.
But you see, here's one thing I don't understand. If somebody like Apostle Suleiman can open this kind of investment, I mean, he doesn't have many branches. It does, but not compared to like Winners, Christ Embassy.
Yes,
that means Christ Embassy, Winners, they are money-making machine.
Of course they are. Do you know the numbers of people?
Like Suleiman can do that.
Yes.
You can imagine what. Oh my God.
And he's already Solomon is already warming everybody up. First, you know, the point that you made is now enter into a yawa situation because girlfriend is going to ask for something. But you know, the other point is that, you know what, he is warming us up for private jets for next year. So even people's mumu haven't done it. You will clap for him next year when he get the private jet, because he's already hinting that next year he's going to get her a private jet. I'll get a plane. You know, I'll show the video again. So yes, they're stealing in the name of God, unfortunately.
Oh, it's sad. And that's the worst thing. You don't have courage. You don't have conscience.
They don't. And then they tell you that the money is coming from there. You know, I don't know. Is there something that's missing up there that I can't see? Because, you know, what money is coming up there? How come they're the only ones seeing that money, but they're taking our cash?
Yes. You know, it's just so sad because, you know, pastoral calling is a humbling calling. You know, it's a very humbling calling. That's why I love the Catholic Church. I mean, I am a Pentecostal, right? But if you look at the way the Reverend, the Catholic Church priests, they only provide them with their needs.
Yes.
You go to a parish, They provide you with a car. They provide you with accommodation and food. When you leave that parish, you go to the next place they're going to post you to. They already have that kind of provision, you know. It's just, it was now worldliness, materialism has taken over the Pentecostal church. As a matter of fact, many people don't want to go to church anymore. So what Dr. Son is doing, what people like Daddy Freeze is doing, honestly, we're just trying to revive the church back. But when you start doing all these things, people will start criticizing.
Yes.
Sometimes some of the people supporting them, they don't. So some of them have not even eaten. Some of them have not even eaten.
I know the people clapping. Who knows what the condition is?
They've not eaten. You know, it's sad. It breaks my heart.
Thank you very much.
It breaks my heart. You know, in Nigeria right now, the two things to become successful is politics and becoming the pastor. In fact, they don't even be a pastor anymore. Is it a prophet or apostle?
Yes, or apostle of prosperity.
Exactly. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you very much. Guys, let me read your comments. Let me finish the YouTube comments. We have here, Sule boy needs to go shave off the scattered. Yabej is not having it at all. She's not happy with Suleman at all, with Suleiman. Let's see. Okay, so let me read your comment here before I continue. I only show 51 seconds of Bishop Oyedepo. I can't stand it because the level of insulting people the very people that you took money from. I mean, I have a picture of him and how it was before. It is our money. If you're telling us that the money didn't come from us, I can show you that the money come from us. I've got evidence that the money come from people, the congregation that are giving to you. You know, you can't hide from that. Let me see if I can find it. Recent, let me see. I took a screenshot. Yes, this is, I had a screenshot. Somebody posted this and I saw it. I thought, oh, that's interesting. Let me show you quickly before I continue with this. Guys, I'll show you how they all look. They're all cabals, I'm telling you. I'll show you how they all look many years ago. And now they're telling us money come from here. It's not from us. We're not sponsors. We're too small. Okay, I'll show you pictures, guys. Have a look. Okay, can you see, guys? I would enlarge it. So this is the people here. I got it from one of the Facebook people. Oh, I need to show you. Sorry, I have to get there. So guys, look at them. Okay, we have a caller, but let me just show you. Hello, caller. Hold on, please. Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Adeshola.
Hello, Adeshola. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, this is just so interesting.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I saw the Apostle Suleiman's video this morning. I said, in my mind, I'm sure if Mayowa gets a hold of this, he's going to make a program out of this. I didn't even know that you saw the video already. I just saw it this morning. It was just a brief trial. Okay, it's still the same nonsense going on around.
Yes.
And that was why I posted, you don't even need to write a scam, because every one of us, for people that are lovers of the truth, we know that there is a lot of scam going on around every enemy. Yes. So the scamming is getting more obvious. And you know what really baffles me about these people? The time we are in is so precious that everything they do, they put it out there. The people that are thinking analytically and are taking every word for word, they're going to think through on every word, and they're going to see that there is so much deception going on around them. So when I saw the video this month, I was like, why would this thing be centered around the wife? Everybody have family business. We all have family investments or one thing or the other. You don't have to come out to the public and be saying that you are doing this because in the name of your wife to give her as a birthday or whatever. I'm not saying you shouldn't give your wife any birthday present. I don't care. But you shouldn't try to make a drama. You shouldn't try to make a show There are so many people you can give money to. There are so many investment you can invest in people's life that is even outside your family investment that people should not even know about. Because when I was looking at this thing this morning, I was like, this is just not right. Yes. There is something fishy going on here. And you know what really made me look at these whole things? I look at the teaching we've been going through all this month on love. And I look at what these people are, what has become their focus is money. Yes. What has become their focus is materialism. What has become their focus is their ego. They want to keep that ego. They want to maintain that level so that people can keep looking on to them. And looking at the apostle of prosperity. Yesterday, I went back, my husband and I were listening to it again. I said, this man I don't know where to place him. I don't know where to place him, seriously. I love them with the love of God in my heart. God sees my heart. But I'm telling you, they have derailed a lot of people. They have put a lot of people into a level of deception that they can't even see. And a lot of them, they can bet with their whole life and try to defend the so-called pastors. They can bet with their whole life and say whatever they are saying, that is what they're going to hold on to, because people refuse to look at the Bible. People refuse to look at the example Jesus Christ himself lived here on earth for us to live by. He calls himself an apostle. When he's saying I'm just trying to remember all the statement he said. But what I got from it that you don't give your money for you to be blessed or something like that. Yes. You are not giving to the church or you are a church already. The Bible says we are the body of Christ. So I am blessed. Whether I give my money or I don't give, I am blessed. Yes. And I have a lot of people I can even give the money to. It doesn't have to come to the building called church. There are so many people around me that are so much in need. I can't count how many needs. I'm not talking of wants. I'm talking of needs that needs to be met. Like today's topic, Brother Sunday is going to come out. Love is action. There are so many actions that we need to go out there and practice when it comes to love. It's more than mere saying. Because what they are all saying, they are just shouting by mouth. They are talking about their material. Imagine you are saying that you are more. It's an insult for them to say you are worth 150 million. When I heard that statement the first time, I felt like throwing up, because I was like, in a country in a country of like Nigeria, that is the most poorest country in the whole world, then you have 150. They're selling that you are worth $150 million, and you are still saying that it is an insult. I think you should go and ask God. I'm saying this at the corner of his house and ask God for forgiveness, because when he dies, that $150 million that he said it's an insult, it's not going to go with him into the grave. If you eventually go with him into the grave, the 419 that he has built, they are the one that will go to that grave and take that money out of that grave. Because a lot of people that go to that church are built on 419. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot, I can relate to it. A lot of them that are surrounded by me, a lot of them are 419. They want to cut corner. They don't want to go through the right route. They don't want to stand by the truth. They just want to go. And that, imagine a statement coming out from him. So what do you expect the members to be saying? Oh, I'm worth more than, if my apostle of prosperity can say that. Oh, I'm worth more than Lincoln. I'm worth more than Bugatti. I'm worth more. They'll be saying all kinds of stuff. So when you look at all these things, these are things that are just anti-God. These are the people, they are calling this anti-Christ. These are the people that are really anti-Christ, because it is anti what Jesus himself has told us to do in the scripture. And every one of us, we cannot see this deception. And I said it before, this deception, this one is still a tip of the iceberg. Greater deception are coming. This is it, and that is why we will not stop talking it, because they will all get out, they will all be uncomfortable until they all get uncomfortable and start using those money to do what they are supposed to do. And those buildings, like I said, those buildings need to be shut down, because that is not what the gospel is all about. The gospel is about Jesus Christ. The gospel is about reaching out to people. The gospel is about taking care of people, and we should stop all this life of materialism that has taken over Nigerians, that has taken over Africans. Everybody is looking for what they want to gain Nobody is one to give anything for anything. You cannot give to your family member. You cannot give them anything if they cannot get anything from you. If you can't give them anything, they are not going to expect anything back from you. So they want to get something because of their own selfish gain, because of their own selfish interest. And this is what these so-called pastors are giving to people. I pray that every one of us will continue to look at the word of God for what it is and run with it and stop listening to all these men that their life cannot even give us any example to live by. So I was just feeling so hot in my spirit right now because these things is just getting worse and worse. And I said, greater deception are going to come, but we'll not stop talking until they all get uncomfortable. Thank you so much, Mario. God bless you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Wow. So guys, that's Adeshola, but I want to quickly show you this. So guys, you guys recognize who this is? These are the Cabals. So I can only, somebody mentioned the three that I can recognize as well. So who do you recognize? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? So is this how they were all now? You know, so they talk to us and say we didn't give. This is the person. This is Bishop of Prosperity. Look at him there. Does this look like Bishop of Prosperity? And now you took everybody's money and you're saying that the money is too small. You know, you're not worth 150. Here, this is Wale. I don't know if it's a bishop or pastor. Wale, okay, Bishop Wale, okay. I think it's Bishop Wale, okay. You know, and this is our Geo. Look at that. Look at them. Hello, hello, caller.
Hello, this is Benjamin calling.
Hello, Benjamin. Thank you for calling. Please share your thoughts.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, my thoughts. Okay. There's a question I want to ask. The question is, where do they make their money from? All these men of God.
Good question.
Because because I was thinking about this. Where do they make their money from? They make their money from books. They make their money from offerings that people give to them. And they also make their money from all these idols that they sell, like anointing oil, holy water, magic handkerchief. Yes, mantle. All these idols that Jehovah has said that none of us should actually ever worship, but we should also worship only Him. We forget the first commandment. He said, I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt have no other gods before me. I was researching the Hebrew for that commandment. It's actually, thou shalt have no other God in my face. Now imagine when you're facing up for somebody, you're about to fight. You're like, oh yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you have your face before that person. You know, your nose is pressed against the person's face, and you're saying, what are you going to do? That is what God is saying. You shall have no other God in my face. Books, these books, I'll give you an example. I used to go to Winners, and every month they would say the book of the month. And usually, most times, I would say 98%, if not 99% of the time, the books of the month are books by the Bishop, David Oyedepo. And here's another thing. There's this, how will I put this? This almost, there's an English word I can't remember right now, but you see, it's like you have to buy it.
They compel you. They compel you.
You don't have to.
They compel you to buy it. They compel.
Yes. You know. So that's how they get their money.
No. It's not how they get their money. Oh, that's just cover. Please, book doesn't make that much money. How much money does books make? This kind of money, they make the money from you directly, from your tithes, from your offering.
I don't even want to go to that side. I don't want to go to that side because that's the side that we already know.
Yes.
But people are not looking at this side where they guilt trip you into purchasing books that they have written. Books full of false doctrines, by the way. Here's another thing. Why is it that pastors refuse to tell us where they make their money from?
Yeah, because they think, how can they say that I make my money from you? I tell you to, because they expect you to know. You know, let me tell you what this is, yeah. This is like a bad relationship, right, with a man. When you have a bad relationship, the man is a coward. He wouldn't tell you that, look, I don't want this relationship anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. He would treat you badly and treat you in the way that is obvious that he doesn't love you. Okay? But you don't want to leave. You think, okay, I don't want to leave this relationship. You know, we've been together for a long time. Sometimes, yes, we've invested so much time. Sometimes it's good to me. Sometimes, you know, nobody is perfect. You start making excuses for them. This is a bad relationship. You need to get out.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes. You need to get out of this relationship. So this is how with churches as well. Do they need to tell you that I'm taking the money from you? Of course they're taking the money from you. You know, don't you see that they're taking the money from you? Do you not see how many people walk into the front to put money there? Do you not see how many people give their sacrificial offering? Do you not see that people are brainwashed with tithes and offering, that they can't even stop? You ask people questions that, you know, your tithes and offering, you shouldn't pay. It's like, no, I don't care what the pastor do to it. Why don't you care what somebody does with your money that you earn?
Exactly.
Did God not give you some
level of irresponsibility that people have to realize that they should not participate in?
Yes.
You see, now, if they are refusing to tell you where they're making their money from, how come they are so open to telling you what investments they have done to brag? Just in case in point, Apostle Suleman, look at all the things that he's bragging.
Yes, they are bragging.
There's a caller that just called. The caller was saying that the IRA would have gone down his throat, straight up, and would have investigated him. How did you come about this money?
Yes.
You see, they will question everything. The ethics committee will question, how have you compelled your congregation? Have you compelled your congregation in any way to purchasing merchandise from the ministry? And merchandise includes books, it includes all this holy water and all these other things that I mentioned before.
Oil, anointing oil, handkerchief, this,
can you imagine?
All sorts of things.
Let me reference something else more before I hang up, because I don't want to take too much time. If you remember in the book of Exodus chapter 32, if I'm not mistaken, when Moses went up the mountain to receive the law from God, and then the people of Israel now said, Moses has left us, we should have remained in Egypt, why don't you make a God for us that we may worship him in the wilderness? And Aaron signifying these pastors that we have nowadays, who will not stick to the doctrine of the Most High God, but will preach or allow themselves to be, I don't even know how I want to put it. Because if you read in that place, again, I want to reference something in the Hebrew. It says that in chapter 5, it says, tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord. This is what it says in English. But if you read it in the Hebrew, it says that there will be a festival to Jehovah. They made a golden calf expressly forbidden by God. And they said that calf is Jehovah. Just like the video I saw DSA preaching about this morning, with David Oyedepo laying hands on handkerchiefs and saying that the power of the mantle, the power is in Jesus. The power is not in the mantle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the time. God bless you.
Thank you. Well, I can tell you, somebody is saying, what do you mean books doesn't make money? It doesn't make money to be doing all these things. And I don't know the book that Apostle Suleiman has bought, has written, okay? The books, you also have to look at the cost of actually producing the book itself as well. It has a lot of cost in it that you have to recoup. You have to recoup. So I don't even understand if somebody is saying this book is your money. It's your money that they're taking. It's not anybody's money. It's your money that they're using. I'll give you this analogy again. Yeah, 2 analogies. Number 1, right? You go and work, right? You work. You bring the money into their own hand. They tell you that, don't worry, miracle will come for you. Miracle will come for you. Just because you give them and you put it in their denomination, miracle will come for you. You will get miracle. They sell you air, okay? Just air, vapor, nothing, okay? Nothing tangible. They gather that money together and then they use that money. They go and buy something tangible, invest, and then they will tell you that to do you a favor, they are going to hire you into that same job, that it is your money, into that same business, that same investment, that it is your money that they used to buy it. And they will be the boss. You will still come and give them money, and then they will give you pittance out of it. That's what they're doing. If they really want to do something, there are lots of things that they could do to help the community, to help the society. I've showed you before the poverty index. I will show you again. Nigeria is now top in the poverty index of the most the poverty-stricken country in the world. Okay, in the world, it surpasses India, India that have population of 5 times Nigerians, over 5 times, if not 6 or 7 times population of Nigeria. So I don't really know whoever is defending them here. I don't understand, you know, why you're defending them. Analogy number 2 is like a bad relationship, okay? The man or the woman that is the perpetrator, they don't want to be with you anymore, but they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to, because they're okay. They don't want to be the one to say to you that, listen, go away, you know, I don't need you. They don't want to say that because that makes them feel bad and then they ended the relationship. They have nothing to lose. They're going around, sleeping with other people. This is an analogy. They're going around doing whatever they want. And you're there with a bait that they're keeping. The bait is called miracle. The bait is called something is going to happen to you. They'll keep baiting you. And then you stay in that relationship for the rest of your life, saying that it's going to change, God is going to do it, blah, blah, blah. Listen, nothing is going to change. You need to exit. Don't bother wasting your time. This is how your relationship is with the church and you. You know these things that are happening. I don't even need to say anything. You know, but people are just refusing to do the right thing. They're too afraid because also, you know, the other bad person in the relationship will say, go and start all over again, see what's going to happen out there. They tell you all sorts of things to scare you so that you don't do anything. And that's what they're doing, okay? You know, so this is, yes, I am talking about the practices of all those men of God or women of God. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They're very clever. So those two analogies, think about them, okay? So I'm going to share, I want to read your comments because I really think that you guys are saying some things that will benefit us here, that we can all benefit from. But I want to also finish playing Oyedepo's assault on people, that is assaulting people, saying all sorts of things. I think that it's important to play it. But I'll play immediately after I play Suleman again for those who have just joined us. All right? So here we go. So let's look at Suleman and his antics.
I'm going to tell you there's a side that is different from ministry that people do not know. For those who don't walk down from the side, you don't know there is a shopping mall by the side, there is a gas station, there is a transport line. If you watch your screen, you see it now. When we got married, that I was going to have investments and she will handle the investments while I handle the ministry. And she has done that perfectly well. I don't have much to say, I don't have much to give, but I built the shopping mall, the filling station, and the transport company as a birthday gift for her. I'm presenting it officially, the shopping mall, the filling station, the transport company. That's my own 2018 birthday gift for my wife. And I just want to tell her I love her. Maybe next year I'll buy a plane.
Yeah.
Little, she has managed all I've given her to manage, and she has managed them well. So that is my own little birthday gift. Thank you.
You know, I'm laughing with this saga. That's my little birthday gift. Thank you. Thank you. That's, you know, after Suleiman, honestly, you're on another level as well. Another level. But your level, you know, I think is still small fry to the level of Bishop or Apostle of Prosperity here. So let's listen about her. Every time I want to play Bishop of Prosperity, somebody calls. It's on another level. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming on. Hello, we got a call.
Hello, Maya. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is Cheryl.
Hello, Cheryl. It's been a while.
Yes. Now these guys are just a bunch of jokers. You know what Apostle Suleman has just done? It is that reward is a bribe.
Yeah.
For his wife behaving well.
Hush money.
Yes, so it's a bribe now because of Stephen Otobo. It's a bribe. And look at the effrontery and the arrogance. People and the church members are clapping.
I know.
What do they do for a living?
I don't
These
know.
guys have no business. They have no investment.
Now they do.
They have nothing. They have never worked in their lives. They don't know what working for money is like. And the people are clapping. In a civilized country. These guys will be prosecuted. This is the people's money for crying out loud.
Yeah.
It is. That is what we are saying. Do you know how much these guys make every Sunday service?
Yeah.
In a week, they have about 3-4 services. Do you know how much free cash, Maiwa?
Of course.
Free cash.
Of course.
Untaxed. They don't pay no tax. They dodge all their responsibility to the country. They dodge it. They don't want to pay tax. No form of tax. And you can come to your congregation and tell them that you are celebrating your wife's birthday by giving out those 3 things.
Yes.
You know how much it costs. This is how the people are so brainwashed that they can't see anything wrong in that action.
At all. What miracle happened? You know,
it is terrible. Look at Bishop Oyedepo's video too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the arrogance?
Yes, I'm going to
so
play
boastful,
that one.
Putting people down, telling us that it is not our money. So, Oga, where are you getting the money from? Now, come and tell us. Come and tell us the business that you do. Come and tell us that bank that God opened for you in heaven that is dishing out this money to you. If it's not from us, because it's telling us that you are too small. You are too small to finance the kingdom. Oga, what are you talking about, sir? What insult now?
I know.
And people should just wake up. You see, I really appreciate you guys because what you are doing is not easy.
No.
You are giving yourself. It's not easy. I know because you receive so many attacks and all those things. But you see what? This is a form of encouragement. Anytime we call in, is to encourage. Number one is to encourage you and to thank God for such a time as this because it's not easy. But we will relent. We need to continue to speak out because you can see the damage that these guys have done. All these testimonies now, somebody will go and sit down now and be waiting for a miracle from heaven. Please. Look at the pictures you have just shown us. 29 years ago, Naira was 55 kobo to $1.
Exactly. The Cabals have managed to do.
Look at what the dollar is. It's 400 Naira.
Yes.
And these guys are the ones that are reaping the benefits, not us.
Yes.
Not the church members.
Yep.
The arrogance is just too much. They're so boastful. They insult people without even thinking twice. And it's because of the free cast money. And you know what? Now I see why the Bible, you know what? Why God said that you cannot worship 2 masters. Either you love one or you hate the other. And he was talking about money. He was talking about money and God. That you have to choose between money and God. It is ridiculous. Yeah. So this autobolizer, this is Apostle Suleiman is bribed to his wife.
It's called hush
it is
money.
Bloody bribe.
Hush
He's
money.
bribing his wife, yes. So we are not fooled. And we can never be fooled. So God bless you guys. It's not easy what you're doing, but you know, the grace of God is there to see you through.
Amen.
And to see all of us through.
Thank you.
You know, so we are not deceived by this so-called men of God. We are not deceived. It's just a bloody bribe. And thank you for exposing them. It's a bloody bribe to his wife. I'm saying this for his members to hear. It's a bribe. Wake up. It is a bribe. God bless you, Jerry.
Shehu is not having it. He's saying it's a bribe. It's a bribe. I was thinking it's a bribe as well, but you know, the primary thing I just wanted everybody to know is that they use your own money. Either it's a bribe or not. That's the end result, right? For the outcome, but they're taking your money to invest by they're telling you to wait for miracle. So it's just that's all I just want to say. But I'm going to play a very we have another caller. Let me just hello caller. Hello, can you reduce or turn off the background?
Okay, let me review. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hi, am I live?
Yes, you are live.
Okay, all right, so...
what's your name?
Oh, my name is Abby. My name is Abby, and I was listening to your sermon, Myra, and I just heard a comment. I was reading the comments, and one thing that always infuriates me about Nigeria, I hate the fact that people always use that excuse that because all these thieves, I'm not even going to even call them men of God, because of these so-called pastor thieves,
yes,
steal money and they now create jobs in Nigeria. It now becomes normality or acceptable. I'm sorry, it is not acceptable. Anytime I hear that, it really, really gets to me.
Yes.
Because it just shows the decadence and the way things have evolved and devolved in Nigeria today, to the point that people are the ones now making excuses for all these people.
Yes.
It's about time people need to wake up. Because you know what, it's very painful because in a way you can't blame them. You can't blame these pastors because they exist in a country where law and order doesn't exist.
Yes, but
because in UK, I'm in UK. In UK we have charity commission, and some of these even Nigerian pastors that used to have churches in UK have run back to Nigeria because charity commission is even looking for them. Because they've tried to do all this illegal ways of money laundering and stuff like that, and they got caught up. And that's why they now go back to Africa, where they know that they can get away with it.
Yes.
And what kind of nonsense is that? You're saying that you dash your wife a shopping mall and a petrol station
and transport business and transport business.
And transport business, we use money.
All in one, collaborative.
All in one. You know, I mean, I don't understand how blind people can be.
I don't. But I like your point. I like the point.
Where is the money coming from?
Yes. And I like the point that, you raised in terms of somebody saying that they create jobs. So if somebody goes and kills as a hire killer and creates a job, it's okay because they've killed that person. It's not your child that they killed. So it's okay. They were paid for it and they created a job with that money. You made a very good point, Abby.
It's not the same thing as all these guys saying that they're armed robbers, they go and steal.
Yes.
But because they're paying their tithes, it's okay.
Yes, exactly. Or prostitute. Somebody that is, there's so many things that we could compare to this. People are going hungry in the church, but it's okay. He's going to take the money to go and create job later. People are hungry in Nigeria, it's okay, but he's going to take the money to create job later. It's not right thinking. The thinking is not really good.
It's very sad. You see, Myra, you see the thing, I was actually thinking about it today. You see, anyone that is born or lives in Nigeria that was born after like 1985, they don't really know a Nigeria that's ever been different.
They don't even have values. They were
born into a time of corruption, and that's all they've known up to now.
Yes, that's
true. They didn't know of a Nigeria. I remember when I went to school in the 70s and 80s in Nigeria, we had free education during Awolowo's time. And it's just making me starting to understand one thing, that there is a generation from 1980 onwards that don't know any better in Nigeria, because they didn't experience a Nigeria that had a level of, I'm not saying that there wasn't issues there, but a Nigeria that had a certain degree of law and order, and a Nigeria that had a value system. Look at what Awolowo did in the 80s.
I know.
We had free education. I remember a time I had to do an eye operation in Nigeria. The eye operation in Nigeria was free. And this was in the early 80s, 1981. And since then, things are just completely different. So I noticed that when I go to Nigeria and I'm talking to my nephews, and they have no clue. They don't know how to think for themselves. They can't think without not involving some kind of pastor.
Yes, pastor or daddy or somebody somewhere.
Or pastor said I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, use your common sense. And they can't. They don't want to think outside of that. And when they see all these pastors doing it, it's normal to them. So I'm really happy that we have people like yourself now, we have people like DSA that are coming out and telling people the truth, because it's giving us confidence to also speak out.
Yes.
Because before I was in Nigeria, I couldn't speak out because I see things, I tell people, they go, oh, you're coming with your nonsense talk. So what did you even think that, is there something wrong with me? Am I the only one that's seeing this?
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling.
I'm glad that we have people like you now, because it's giving us the confidence to speak out, to speak about all these false. I won't even call them. And you see, that's the thing. Me, I don't call them that men of God. I mean, we should stop calling them that. If they put all these words together, general overseer, men of God, we too should create our own and stop calling chief pastors and stop calling them men of God, because no man of God does that.
No.
So why are we addressing them as men of God?
Yeah, I find it difficult to call them men of God, but I don't have a very good alternative. So until I find an alternative, then I'll call them that. But in the meantime, let's just call them.
I will start looking for alternatives.
Yes, let's
when
call them by their name.
Alternative, I'll call you and give it to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for calling. Okay, I don't think I'm going to pick up any more calls, because otherwise I won't show you this video, just to let you know exactly what they think of us for giving them even the money. They don't even, they're so arrogant with it. Let's see. So after they chop our money, they build petrol station and all that.
Mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord. But we get blessed along as he carries out his project on the earth by committing ourselves to it. I knew giving was the way up, and I committed myself to it by covenant. Bless God, I'm not down. I'm up. Some fellow said, okay, I was worth $150 million. I said, that's an insult. $150 million, that's an insult. I'm worth Philippians 4:19. My God shall supply all my need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Well, 50 million too small, that can be.
OMG, guys. He said he's worth Philippians 4:19. 419. Hey, is this guy coding us how somehow? I am worth Philippians 4:19. I know that that's a scripture, but that explains a lot. 419. I think that these people give some sort of codes and some secrets out that people are not even listening to. This could be something. Look at it. I'm going to turn around. Jeez, look at it. Philippians 4:19. 419. AMG. 419. I can't believe this. This is something else. Okay, let me continue playing it. You need to say it to the, not to the end, but to some.
That can be. He said, you shall lay up gold as dust. Is that 150 million? And check it out. Please, check it out as I close. Check it out. Now, giving does not automatically result into prosperity. You have to be spiritual for your giving to command returns. You have to be spiritual. Now, hear what he said. He said, receive and pray thee the law from his mouth.
Guys, I don't want to play this anymore because it's too much. Dr. Sunday analyzed it for you a few days ago. I analyzed it some time ago as well. It's too much. You have to be spiritual. It was Bill Gates spiritual. What Mark Zuckerberg spiritual. This is just scammer of the highest scammer. You know, I mean, is there another word for scammer that is bigger than scammer? I don't understand. You know, look at you. 419. He said Philippians 4:19. It's 419. This is it. He said it all. There's nothing else I can say. He said it all. I'm just going to read a few comments and I'm going to close because I'm way over my time. Amaya says, it's saddening to hear Apostle Suleman saying such things. It is prohibited. People are suffering. No food to eat in Nigeria. But Suleiman is boasting of building filling station, building malls and transport line for his wife. It is a shame. Yes. Ruth says that is how he's going to help the poor by employment, and then started laughing like, really? and so many poor people. Let me read from the bottom because this is earlier comments. Mary says, where did he get all the money from? So sad to see the ignorant, brainwashed church members shouting. Yes, they're clapping and shouting. Are they partner or shareholders amongst the congregation? You know, actually, let me tell you guys, yeah, congregation, let me just tell you something. If you're going to that church or any other church, you need to ask them to add you to that, to the deed of those businesses, because you're a shareholder. To be honest, you're a shareholder. If you go to any church and you've been going there for a substantial amount of time, anything that church has is yours, okay? And you could actually go to court and get some of those things, especially if you have record of what you've paid in, all right? So even if they're saying that they're charity or they're so whatever, we want to know how they get this money. And even if you don't know how they get this money, they need to be putting you in the deeds of those things. Don't just be paying blindly. You see, they are investing in something which the name is theirs. But you are not, you're just giving. There's no record. There's no record of, you know, this is what I gave and this is what I'm going to get back. They're telling you to wait for spirit. They wait for miracle, to wait for covenant. They can wait for covenant. You don't give them any money. Let them wait for covenant. Let them wait for spirit. Let them wait for all those things that they're saying. And when they ask you for money, you point your hands up as well. You know, that's what you should do. They can wait for covenant. They can wait for spirit. They can wait for what they're asking you to wait for. Let them wait for it as well. You know, I don't understand. Alice, your beef is not with me, you know. Your beef is not with me at all. It's with those people that are scamming you. I have no problem with you. You shouldn't have any problem with me. So there's no need for you to be upset here, okay? Just chill out, all right? This is not my problem. You don't have a beef. The problem is with your daddy Gio, your papa, and the apostle that are defrauding you. You know, it's not with me. It's you know. So tell them that if you're going to put anything down, you need some sort of collateral, and that could be any business that they're planning to do with this money. You know, otherwise, why are you putting your money down? They're scamming you straight up. That's just straight scamming. You know, enough is enough. You've done that in the past, and you can get your money back if you wish. But if you don't want to get your money back, anything that you put money in now, you need to be wise. You need to be wise that those parable of the talents, you know, God gave some people something. They came back with increase, okay? They even teaching us against God. The one that came back with the increase is the one that God gave more. The one that went and buried and gave to God what God gave him. That one is the one that God said is wicked. So, I don't get it. You know, we're not even doing that. God's giving you something. You go and give it to bishop or pastor and they insult you. They go and do whatever they want to do, multiply it and put it on their name. If you're going to do that, you're partnering with them. You need to ask them to give you something back. You know, you might as well partner with them and get something back. Don't just do it for free, you know. Guys, I need to go. But before I go, let me show you some books that will help you. Look, right. I know some of you are so pessimistic about books, me showing you books. I'm just showing you this. You don't have to buy this one. But I encourage you to buy this one because I know the content. And what I have learned in these books. That's why I'm sharing this. So my urge is that at least go into this subject area. If you don't want to read this book, it's not even expensive. But if you don't want to, you can read it for free as well if you find your way online somehow. But get something like this. How to live. Oh, let me turn it around so that you can see it properly. Here. How to live an effective life.